All right, let's say you're looking for a ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, or what they call a granny pod, or you're looking to put a bunch of small units on your land for like Airbnb rentals, or let's say you want to do a family compound and you want everybody to have their own little cottage, right? Or you own a campground, right? And you want to put a bunch of cabins on it. Guys, this is the most popular one we sell. It is called, for all those purposes, this is the one we call the Villa ADU cottage. Like I said, it's like a perfect accessory dwelling unit or granny pod. You know, you got an aging parent. You want to keep them out of the old folks' home. This thing is like a luxury mini hotel room. It's got all your necessities and amenities in it. It's a plug-and-play house. It has your electric, your plumbing, your heating, your cooling, your tubs, your toilets, your sinks, if that's what you want. And it feels spacious because it kind of has that shed roof where out here in the hallway's real high and it kind of slants back. As you can see, this is a queen size bed. So as you can see, there's enough room there to actually put a king size bed in between his and her closets. You open it up, a lot of space here for, look at that, that's a lot of closet space. And again, that one is the same size over there as well. So lots of space to store your stuff. You also have these neat little shelves on the side of the bed as well to kind of store more goodies. Okay. You have your recessed lights. The walls are actually, they look like sheetrock, but they are not sheetrock. Listen to this. That is actual real birch plywood walls painted white to emulate sheetrock. The reason we use these birch walls instead of sheetrock is when you transport these modular homes, sheetrock is very fragile and the bumping up and down on the highway can cause the sheetrock to crack. Whereas with real wood, it doesn't have that problem. So that way when the home shows up on your land, it looks exactly the way it did when it left the factory, because we actually use real wood walls instead of drywall. The Amish are all about quality, so these walls again are not sheetrock or drywall. These are actually birch plywood walls. Up on the wall here in the living room, you can see, sorry, in the bedroom, you can see we have a mini split for heating and cooling, and there's another one in the living room on the other side. I'll show you in a few. You do have this huge, right here at the end of your bed, you have this huge French door set up. As you can see, lots of natural light coming in. There is the two windows in the doors do have one of these, I don't know what you call them, but it's where you can close the blinds. See what I mean? So as you can see, I got one open and one closed to kind of keep the sun out. So that's pretty cool, right? It's built into the glass. I don't know what you actually call it, but super cool, right? So there's one of those in each of the glass. And then of course you can put blinds or something up there if you wish as well. And then over here in this door, well, first of all, before we do that, let me open this up and show you the other closet, because I know if I don't, you guys are gonna be like, you didn't show me the other closet. So again, this is a closet to match like the other one over there. Again, that's what this looks like there. And then your French doors. Trying to make sure we get all the angles here. So close this off. It has got the soft closed doors here. And then when you open this door, this is your walk-in shower, your toilet, your sink. You got a couple of bathroom cabinets for storage under the sink and one over there, and then another ledge up there for storing more of your goods, your light fixtures / vent. Again, this has a walk-in shower, but if you want to do a tub, we can do that as well. This, of course, already has all your electric in it, ready to go. You do have your remote control again for your mini splits. So again, wow, beautiful day out there. Look at them clouds. So over here, one of the things that you're gonna notice before I keep yapping here is you'll notice there's 3 really good size glass areas here where it's letting a lot of light in. And when you live in like a smaller structure like this size is a 12 foot by 40 foot. When you live in a smaller structure, it always feels so much bigger when you have huge windows on the front side of the building, because it allows all that natural light to come in. Another thing that makes it feel big is, again, this shed roof, right? Because this hallway part where you're going to be doing most of your walking is the tallest part of the building. So it's just huge. I'm 6'6", guys, and I can't even reach up and touch that ceiling. It's massive. So it just feels a lot bigger than what it is because it's very well designed. Again, with the shed roof and the mix of all the light coming in and all the big windows. Again, you got this set of windows here and doors. Then here by this little bar in the kitchenette area, you got another huge set of windows. I mean, look at this. Look at this, guys. I feel like I'm in a Bob Ross photo. I mean, look how beautiful this is, looking out this big glass window. Isn't that pretty? I mean, makes me want to take a picture. Let me take a picture real quick. There we go, take a picture. Okay, there goes my phone. So again, let me not get distracted here. You can sit here at your little bar, put you a couple of bar stools here in the kitchenette area and look out your window. This window does open up, by the way. It's got one of these crankshaft deals on it, so you can crank it open. And oh, it's got one of these locks on it. So unlock that and you can just open it up like that. Let the air flow in. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yes. Now, that's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? Open that up, let the air flow in. And again, this is in the kitchen area. Over here, you got your spot for your refrigerator. You got your microwave. You got the modern little kitchen sink area, modern cabinets, got that contemporary look to it, right? You got your cupboards here, more up there. So one of the things you'll notice though, and a lot of you are very observant, is that where's the stove, right? So the way this one was designed for the customer that wanted it, they were not big into cooking, so they didn't need a stove in the kitchen. They said they was gonna go out to eat a lot, right? So instead, here in the kitchen where most folks will typically put your 4-burner stove and oven, they opted in to put a stackable washer and dryer in the kitchenette area. Okay, so this is where the dryer is going to go on the bottom. There you see a little dryer vent, and up top is your washer and dryer. So that's what they opted to do. Most folks are not doing it this way. They're not having it. They want to cook. So most folks are going to move this washer and dryer. I'll show you where they move it to in a second. And they're going to put your range right over here for cooking, okay? Because you're right here by the kitchen. And then the washer and dryer, they're going to move over here to this closet where they'll put your washer and dryer. Typically at that point, instead of going with this big old monster water heater, they'll go with one of them on-demand tankless ones. That way you don't take up all this space and there's room for the washer and dryer. And of course, they'll move the electrical panel somewhere else because water and electric don't mix. And then they'll put your stackable washer and dryer in here. So I like that design a lot better. That way you don't see the washer and dryer, and you can close the door when the dryer or washer's running so it's quiet. Okay, and then you come back and put your stove over here. So that's what I would do. That's one of the changes if I was buying it that I would make. And another change I would make is, we walked past it already. Look at that with the window open. Ooh, that air feels good. Another change I would make is, you notice that into the bedroom here, there's no privacy door. Let me show you from this angle. Notice when you look there, there's no privacy. So if you got guests over there in your living room, they can walk right into your bedroom. Now, I don't think that's cool. So what I would do is right here, I would go ahead and put a, what do you call it? A pocket door right here to divide your bedroom and all your privacy from if you got guests over and stuff like that. So that's another change I would make, is put a pocket door to where I can have guests over here hanging out with me in my living room and kitchen, but them not be able to just, you know, get into my bedroom and all of that. Okay, so that's what I would do. That's another change I would make. And the last change I would make, this is like a little deal here. Again, you see the theme with the big windows. This is where you can put your television on. This is like your little living room area. Again, you got your mini split up there. Now, what this contraption is too, by the way, let me tell you about this. This is an upgrade. So this is a $2,500 upgrade. Some people like it, some people don't. It's up to you. But what it is on this side is more cabinet space, right? And then on the other side is more closet space on this side, okay? So that's what that is. And this contraption here, it's got two little hooks on top. I'm gonna try to do this with holding the phone. It's hard to do. You unbuckle it like that. And if you have a lot of guests over, to where that little bar area is not enough for everybody, of course, this unfolds into a 4-person table where y'all can put some chairs here and play some cards, eat some dinner, and you can have more space for your guests. So this is a $2,500 upgrade. Like I said, some people love it, some people hate it, but it is what it is. That's what it is. And half the people I've sold one of these to want it. The other half say nope. It eats up into the living room space. I don't want to mess with it. So that's an optional deal there. It doesn't come with it. It's a $2,500 upgrade. And then when you're done, it just kind of snaps into place there. I can move it in place with one hand, and it's out of the way. Now, I mentioned 3 changes I would make. I've already mentioned the first 2 changes. The last change I would make, again, remember I mentioned to you the dimensions of this is 12 foot wide by 40 foot long. So and see, this window got the crank deal on it too. So let me open this up so you can see what that looks like. You just kind of turn the little spinning handle and it just opens up. Oh, that air feels good. Open that up like that and boom, you're looking out to the world. Okay, so you got that window open here in the kitchenette area. Air's flowing in, and you got this window open up here. Air's from big, beautiful windows, guys. These, like, in my opinion, these windows really make this cabin, right? Because all that air, all that natural light coming in, it makes the thing feel like a home. And again, you got this little deal here where you got your books and extra storage. Put your TV up there if you want, or whatever you want to do with it.